Hello and welcome back to One Piece. Today we are doing, I lied last video, today we're doing 4 episodes. In fact, it's actually kind of 4 and a bit episodes. We're doing 6, my notes are upside down. We're doing 622, 623, 624, 625, and then I think I'm going to do a small part of 628 or something. I got some clarification on my Patreon account that I think it's 629 is the official start of the next arc. On Crunchyroll, they have it as that 629 is like the end of this one, but apparently that's not true. So I guess I'm gonna be doing it so that we're doing. I thought we were gonna be doing 3 episodes, then 3 episodes, but instead we're doing 4 and a bit episodes here, and then we'll start off the arc on Saturday or whatever other day that I post One Piece videos with a 3 episode to begin the next arc, and I'm really excited for that. But I'm also excited today to finish off Punk Hazard. Honestly, this arc flew by, absolutely sped by. I was kind of shocked at how short it felt, and how much I enjoyed it. I really liked this arc. It was a lot of fun. I liked the villain. In the way of, like, I liked hating him. He was an absolute douche, but it was like he was a kind of a fun character to hate. I loved all the smoker stuff. I loved all the lore stuff. I loved Virgo. I loved Monet. Like, this arc, and also the emotional climax of, like, Mocha and all the kids and stuff. It really hits with me. So I loved this arc. I thought it was great. So I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to finish off this arc, and I can't wait to see what next arc has in store for us. Make sure to like the video, to comment down below, and to subscribe to the channel. All of that stuff helps me out. I'm a small channel, so any little bit of help that you can give me would be amazing. And if you don't know already, you can go to my Patreon account for the full-length reactions and early access, which means you can get the next 20 or so episodes on there right now. You can be deep into the next arc at this point on my Patreon account in full-length version, or you can join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. So these types of videos you're watching right now that aren't full-length, you can get 1 week early on this YouTube channel by clicking the little join button next to the subscribe button, if it's there. If it's not, I'm sorry. There's not much I can do about that. That's on YouTube's end. I think some countries don't have it. But if it is there, you can join my YouTube membership and get early stuff. Anyway, I think we just jump into this now. This is episode 622 of One Piece. Woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to the channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. Oh wow, that's it for that. Okay, alright, well, I didn't finish the cube. I normally finish the cube. I didn't finish the cube this time. Crazy. Oh, and the title of this episode is Caesar Clown is back. Returns from the dead. I don't know if he's dead. I doubt he's dead. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Alright, brown beard. Him turning himself in is cool. Oh shit, well there they are. We caught him. Oh, cool. Aww. Okay, yeah, surely we find a way to fix him this episode. Robin! That's so cute! Wow, Frankie, that's actually kind of a cool jacket as well. I mean, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Tashigi will get them back. Oh. But this is very legit. But look, I trust Tashigi with my life. Tashigi will make up for the sins of the Marines. Absolutely. Oh. Oh. I love this. She wants so badly to make up for it. Oh my god. What? What's going on? Is Lord chopping motherfuckers up? Oh. I mean, I trust that Law's doing the right thing. You didn't just kill Kinemon, did you? Oh my god. Oh no. This is like Dr. Stone. We have to get Yuzuriha here. What? You can just break him out of it? Oh. Oh, Momonosuke. Oh. Whoa. He just transformed back? He can do that? Oh. Oh. Yeah, and it's fucking freezing out here. Oh, right, I forgot about your fucking power. I forgot he had that. Aww. And it's a cute little pink one. Gotta get him food. Sanji, keep making that stove. You just swapped all their heads around. Okay, but why? What it... Oh. Huh. Is there a way he was able to like take out the drugs from their body? Wow. What a doctor he is. Oh, but she's smiling. Well, I think Tashiki's gonna do it now. Okay, Nami agreed to it. Yeah, I feel like the kids are gonna take some convincing. The Navy are much more boring. Oh, she's so pretty. That's true. Look at her right now. Yeah, of course. Reminds you of Belmare. I'm just teary-eyed this whole episode. And I love like little Nami Usopp heart to heart as well, since, you know, they're best friends. Awesome. Oh, and this is what he learned from what's it called? You know, New Karma Land or whatever. That looks great. Oh, come on. Eat up. It looks so good. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna have... I gotta have chicken rice tonight for dinner. Aww. Yes, that's the honorable thing to do. He was gonna starve himself just to keep his honor. Aww. Damn, man. There's so many emotional climaxes in this episode. Oh, it must taste so good. Like, I envy him. It's probably the best fucking food he's ever had in his life. Thank goodness for the big pot. We have to go now? Oh, well, yeah, Doflamingo's coming, huh? Let's have a very, very quick meal. It hasn't been long since I had lunch, but this is making me so hungry. Oh. Oh. Yay, that girl. She's gonna be your wife one day, Momonosuke. I don't know how, you probably live on opposite sides of the world. She's okay. Oh. I love how much they love Nami. Oh my gosh, Robin's getting hit on. It's good that we have 2 top-tier doctors here. Oh, cool. Oh my god! And he still doesn't get that. He doesn't know that he killed Monet. Who's... Oh, it's a law. Is the line between them? That's great. That's so good. Yeah, I think you both are kind of using each other equally. It's fine. That's kind of what an alliance is between pirates. Oh! Are we gonna get this answer? I forgot about this. Okay, Kaido. Okay. Alright, it's Kaido. Okay, oh, interesting. And he said, as long as Shanks isn't the first one. Okay, I like this. Okay, we got that answer. That was a great episode, by the way. We got that answer of what he'd said back then. He said Kaido. I had speculated back then that Law said Shanks. That what he said at that point is, I want to take down Shanks. And like my thought on their reaction to it, Nami's reaction being like, you know, and being shocked and scared, and Luffy's reaction of being like, okay, like my initial thought with that was that it would be that Luffy, you know, he wants to be a better pirate than Shanks one day, so he actually kind of takes this on as kind of a challenge. But it turns out it's Kaido, who we've heard, like, we keep hearing Kaido's name be mentioned, and I specifically also remember it because I've heard Kaido mentioned by the One Piece fandom as well. I think I don't know what Kaido looks like. I don't know what Kaido is like. I don't know what his design is or anything. And I don't know what his powers are. I don't know really anything about him, except I'm pretty sure that in the anime as it's airing currently, the Kaido stuff is done, I think. And the reason I think that is because I feel like I've heard about the fight happening. But like that's kind of all I know. And I always want to be honest with you guys about what I know. And, you know, this isn't even something I'm 100% sure on, but, like, I'm, like, 60 or 70% sure that that fight has happened in the anime. But, like, more recently. So, but I imagine Kaido is incredibly powerful. He's probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest. So, and they've built this up. I think Gecko Moria said he lost to Kaido, right? So yeah, I'm excited for that, but also I love Luffy's response of like, as long as Shanks is not the first one to fight. Like, that was his only stipulation. Like, I'm gonna take down the Emperors, so this is great. As long as he doesn't say Shanks, then I'm cool. And not because I don't want to fight Shanks, but because I want him to be the last one. That makes a lot more sense. That fits with Luffy in my mind as well. Like, his characterization is lining up with my thoughts on him. Because, yeah, like, it does make sense to me, the idea of, like, yeah, I am going to one day fight Shanks, probably. Or, you know, at least be strong enough to know that I could fight him. But I want to get as strong as I can first. And also, he loves Shanks. Like, he doesn't want to just take him down as soon as possible. But I think he also knows that Shanks is so strong, he wants to make sure he is completely ready for it. But yeah, Luffy wants to take down the Emperors. So I'm trying to remember, genuinely, if... I think I keep going over this in my head. We don't know... Like, are there even 4 emperors right now? Or is the 4 emperors like the warlords, where it's like there's often not 7 of them? There's, like, are there still 4 emperors right now? Or is that just a remnant of when Whitebeard was a part of it, right? Because the 4 emperors, as far as I remember, are Whitebeard, Shanks, Big Mom, and Kaido. But Whitebeard's no more. So unless someone's replaced him, and, like, unless they've said it in the show, I don't remember it. So I think Whitebeard's done. When Luffy did that, he, like, put down one finger towards the end of the episode. Let me see. Kaido, did he say King of the Beasts? Right. Oh yeah, because he's probably making the army of... Yeah, so when Luffy talks about it, he's put one finger down, right? So he's, like, holding up 3 fingers, and he's saying, I want to take down the 4 emperors, but he put down one finger. You could say that he's saying, like, well, I want to save Shanks till last, right? But I think he's maybe doing that because the 4 emperors, Whitebeard, now it's down to 3 emperors. So he wants to take down Big Mom, Kaido, and then Shanks. Or Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks. I think it's gonna be Big Mom, Kaido, Shanks is the order they're gonna go in, because Big Mom, I mean, they've been setting her up. We've already got her, like, we've already seen her design, we've already seen her crew, we've already, like, sort of declared war on her, so that's gonna be sooner rather than later, I think. But I like the setup, so I'm excited for that. This episode had so much good in it. The character work in this episode was just phenomenal, and the emotions in the episode was great. I don't think I had tears rolling down my face at any point, but it was a constant state of teary-eyed throughout the episode. One of my favorite parts is Nami and Tashigi speaking on the deck of the ship. I loved that. I loved it because I love Nami, I love Tashigi, and I think they also... It's nice to see them have that understanding. And, like, Nami's the sort of person to call people out on that sort of bullshit. And I love that. And I loved that she called Tashigi out, or called the Navy out in front of Tashigi. And Tashigi just, like, genuinely apologizes. And I loved also that Oda gave Nami a really good reason to accept that. It's possible that if it was just Smoker doing it, even no matter how much he would have been trustworthy, no matter how much he would have apologized and bowed to her or whatever, she might still have gone, no, I just don't trust you, so fuck off. But because it was Tashigi, Nami, like, you know, thinks about Belmare. And it's like, I love women soldiers. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's like, because she's a woman and because she's kind like Belmare was, but tough like Belmare was, then like, Nami goes, well, I know that, like, if this was Belmare, I could trust her with these kids. Like, and I could she knows, like, Belmare is the most trustworthy person in the world when it comes to protecting kids, because she protected Nami and Nojiko when they were young and loved them until their death, loved them even though it caused her death. And so that is really beautiful, and knowing that, like, Belmare would be trusted with these kids, giving them to Tashigi because of that is so wonderful. Just, like, really nice writing, great way to tie it in. It makes me so happy. And then you have that little Nami Usopp talk at the end, which I just really love. I love Oda's writing of these relationships where the characters in the crew, it's not just you can put any two characters in a scene and they'll have a, you know, a friendly conversation or whatever. The characters have different levels of love for each other, which is so realistic. Like, characters get drawn together and just like real friendship groups, you know, like you will have, you know, you can have a group of you and, you know, let's say 7 friends or whatever. But you are going to have different connections with different people, and sometimes stronger connections with some than others, even though you love your group of friends. Like, that's just how human nature works. And so, and like the way that One Piece writes that, I feel like you could just write it so that, you know, each character's doing their own silly thing, but each character has equal opportunity to talk to every other character and they all get along with each other and stuff. But the fact that you have, like, Sanji and Zoro have the rivalry going on, right? That's like a classic one, and that one's pretty easy to write, I feel like. That one would be simple. But then you have, you know, as I said, Nami and Usopp have, like, a really awesome, beautiful friendship that's, like, really understated, but they do. Luffy and Zoro have, like, this trust and they hold each other accountable constantly, you know? Robin and Chopper are, like, best of friends. And I love that. Like, they really, really care about each other. And it's like, they're almost like Robin's an older sister, I guess, of Chopper, like a really protective older sister is how I see it. And you have Robin and Usopp, who are like an old married couple. So you just have, like, all of this stuff with these different characters, and it makes these scenes really interesting, and I feel more emotionally invested in these characters knowing, like, Nami and Usopp are basically best friends in my mind, you know? That they get along really well. And I think I have, like, if you go back in my One Piece reactions, which, by the way, if you're watching this video, you should just go back to, if you haven't already, you should go back to the start of my One Piece reactions and experience the journey, you know? And if you want an excuse for experiencing the journey properly, join my Patreon account, get the full-length versions, and experience the journey in full-length version for the entire show. That would be awesome. But I think really early on, when they introduced Usopp into the show, I had a video title or whatever that was like, Nami and Usopp are like a comedy duo, or like they're so funny together or something, because it was like really early on, these two characters together had a really funny chemistry. Like, it was immediately like, holy shit, these two characters click a lot, and it really brought it made me feel more confident with Usopp coming into the crew, because he really worked well off of Nami. Where it's like with Luffy and Zoro, yeah, he was going to be straight man to their goofy antics, but I didn't feel like a super strong chemistry between them. But I did feel that chemistry between Usopp and Nami, and I thought that was great. And when I say chemistry, I don't mean romantic chemistry, I just mean chemistry in general. You have chemistry with anyone, you know? So that was awesome. I love that. The Momonosuke and Kinemon stuff was awesome. I don't have much to say about that. That's just a classic reunion scene that's really nice. But that was great. My only sad regret thing that I'm sad about. It's not that I don't like it. I don't think it's bad that this didn't happen, but it's just sad for me because I wanted it to happen, was that Baby 5 is knocked out and captured and she's gonna go with the Navy and go into prison or whatever. Because not only did I like that character and I want more of her, like genuinely I think that was a great character that they've already used. But secondly, I really wanted her to meet Sanji, and I can't believe we didn't do any Sanji stuff. Like, it's the perfect character for him. I feel like end game of this show, it would be really funny, like if when One Piece finishes, okay, and we're having our final episodes, I imagine we're gonna do like little epilogue stuff where we're going through and checking on every character afterwards once Luffy's king of the pirates and Zoro's the best swordsman and all that sort of stuff. I would love if they cut to somewhere and, you know, Sanji owns his own restaurant. It's like the Baratier or whatever. He's created his own version of the Baratier. But it's like, it's, you know, incorporates all the stuff from the All Blue, and maybe it's a Grand Line version of the Baratier, where it's like a really fucking cool, huge ship that travels around the Grand Line specifically and feeds anyone who needs to be fed and all of that. And then they like have him go to his bedroom at night and Baby 5 is there, and it's like they got married, and it's like we never see them meet, we never see anything that happens. It's just like at the very end it's like, oh, and also he's with Baby 5. It would just be a really funny, because most people would be like, who? Oh yeah, that woman that was in 2 episodes. Like that, most people have no idea what that was supposed to be, because there'll at that point have been, you know, 1,500 episodes or whatever. I don't know how long the show's gonna go for. There have been so many episodes, and people will be like, what? Really? Where'd that come from? But I'll be like, Oda, I see you. I see why you set that up, because they are perfect for each other. Anyway, okay, that's that. Let's move on to the next episode. This is 623 of One Piece. Here we go. All right, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be called The Final Feast. Goodbye, Punk Hazard. That's only if they leave Punk Hazard this episode. I feel like it's an appropriate time though. Actually, no, maybe Doflamingo shows up. Oh, I don't know. Hard to know. I already saw this. This should have been in the recap bit before the title came up. Oh, right. I guess Blackbeard is technically 4 emperors now. 4 emperor. An emperor. Huh. He's got it. Your chances are higher than you think. You got Luffy. And Luffy's only lost a bunch of times. Green Bit? Green Bit is a weird name. Oh my god. Aww. They're making sure she's okay. Can you grab Baby 5 and bring her over to Sanji real quick, Law? I know you have no reason to do it. Oh, she's awake. His fucking hair. Aww. Oh my god. Don't tell Luffy rules, because he's just gonna want to break them. What's going on? Oh my god. Aww. Aww. The Straw Hats could just back up a little bit. Yeah, Vegapunk can probably do it. Oh, yeah. Stop it! Come on, guys. Yeah, Tashigi, can you speak up? I know they're trying to teach the kids right, not to like look up to pirates, even though they saved him. But this is the way to make the kids just rebel and think the Navy are horrible. Aww. That's so cute. Oh god, don't show that scene again. That scene destroyed me. I feel like Tashiki's gonna speak up because she's seeing. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is the way to turn them against the Navy. I mean, I think they all know. They're trying to convince themselves more than anything. They're just like drilling the propaganda into their own heads. Oh, that's such a cute laugh. Drilling it into their own heads just so that they don't lose sight of what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. I hope we get to see the kids reunite with their parents, honestly. Aww. Aww. So cute. I'm glad they're respecting the line. Mm-hmm. We're teamed up with him. I love seeing Nami smiling so much at the end of this arc. Since that talk with Tashigi, she's had a huge smile on her face and she's been extra playful. I love it. Yep. Alright. This is our ship, so you two fuck off. Just giving us a summary of the arc. That is such a cute jumper. Yippee! Well, there's still... Yeah, okay. Here we go. I was going to say, I think there's still quite a bit of episode to go. Not quite a bit, but a few minutes. The sky path? Oh my god! How punishing is he to crew members who fail? I get the feeling he's not super punishing. Okay. Okay, he doesn't seem like he is punishing. I don't know. That's fucked. Oh man. Damn, yeah, they're building up Kaido a lot. Yeah. Without being able to make his army. Oh. Oh shit. That's so interesting. Very interesting. Law's got some fucking balls. I love that. Oh, he's pissed. Another great episode. So good. I loved that little bit at the end. The lore that we got. Lore. L-O-R-E that we got from Law. L-A-W. It's just really, really cool to just say, hey, look, here's some of your crew back. Not all of them. I'm not giving you the bodies back, but here are their heads. And also, if you want Caesar back, you gotta not be a warlord anymore. That's so badass, because I don't know what is gonna happen. Because I'm pretty sure that the next arc is Dressrosa, right? And if that's the case, then then what's it gonna be? Because if he does end up saying, no, I'm not gonna retire from the warlords, then, like, I don't know what happens to him. But if he says, yes, I will retire from the warlords, so let's negotiate, and then we start doing that, then, like, is Dressrosa gonna be what? What is it gonna be? Like, what? Why are we going to Dressrosa then, if that's the case? So I really don't know. Here's the thing, though. I have heard, and I should say this now, because I've heard it a little bit more coming closer to getting up to this arc. And also, I want to say, this is really weird thing. And I mean, I know there's a name for this or whatever, like for this phenomenon. But I feel like this very specific thing has been happening where whenever I'm approaching an arc of One Piece, whenever I'm getting close to watching it, or I've just started watching it, I suddenly start seeing people talking about that specific arc, right? And not just in my comments, I mean like in other things, in my real life. But what I have seen and been told and heard is that the pacing of Dressrosa is particularly bad. Like, it might be the worst that One Piece has pacing, maybe. I don't exactly 100% know. But I do, like, going into it, I have heard about bad pacing in Dressrosa. So I'm preparing myself for that. I don't know how long the arc is, but I'm preparing myself for being in some really slow-moving episodes, possibly. So I know that in advance. I'll try not to let it, I'll try not to think about it or let it hamper my experience at all. But yeah, like I just so you know, I have heard that, and that's something I'm kind of preparing myself for. But I think also the good news is, if that is like the sort of depth of how bad One Piece gets, then at least I know, I'll have a point of reference of like, okay, this is what people are talking about when they talk about slow pacing with One Piece. Because I know a lot of the time, if I do talk about like, well, this was a slow paced episode, like this episode, not much happened, or they were really drawing it out or whatever, I very often get comments that it's like, oh, this isn't even bad. Like, you just wait until you get to whatever, right? So I'm like, I want to get up to it and watch it so that at least then I can go, okay, I get it. This is what like One Piece at its worst pacing wise is. But yeah, anyway, I'm really curious what Dressrosa is going to be in terms of content, like what the story of it is going to be, because I think the setup that they're doing for it is cool, and I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where I'm probably gonna like the arc. I might agree with you guys on, or agree with the greater One Piece community on the idea of like how the pacing is or whatever, but I have found that people tend to set my expectations low for stuff in One Piece, and then when it happens, or they tell me afterwards that it was supposed to be bad, and I go, huh? Well, that was good though. like I remember I liked all the Kuro stuff in early One Piece, you know, or the Klahadore stuff, right? Like that arc, I really enjoyed at the time, you know. And then like Fishman Island, as you guys know, like I enjoyed that. I thought that was a solid arc, and now Punk Hazard, you know, I've heard basically like most people were like, oh yeah, Punk Hazard's okay, but I really liked it. I thought it was great, you know, really good. So so you know, with all of that, like all of that being the things I've heard about One Piece and my actual reaction to it being slightly different, I don't know. I feel like I'm going into Dressrosa optimistically. By the way, I mentioned this a few videos back, I think, but I'll just say now, I think I'm going to have the next video that you guys see if you're watching this on YouTube. I'm going to be trying to post a video that I've already written, but it's just like a little skit video essentially of what I thought Dressrosa was when I was like partway through Punk Hazard. So before I saw Doflamingo and like learned that he was on Dressrosa, I just heard the name Dressrosa and I wrote a script for a video of what I imagine would happen in an arc called Dressrosa in One Piece. I'm gonna try to film that and put that up for you guys on YouTube so that you can see, you know, it's kind of a joke, but you can see, like, this is what I imagine Dressrosa would look like. Now that I'm getting closer and closer to Dressrosa, I know I'm nowhere close. Like, literally nowhere near. It's gonna be nothing like what it actually is gonna be. But you'll sort of see where my thought process was when I heard the name Dressrosa. But yeah, so we got that. And what else have we got? We had the moment where all of the Navy are trying to like demonize the pirates and say like, they're shitty, they're horrible, all pirates are bad, it's all like horrible and shit. And the kids are like getting really upset about it and crying. And then that's when Tashigi goes, hey guys, shut the fuck up. And they go, but Tashigi, we need to do this or we will start to like them. Which is, that's a funny and sad and kind of cute moment of like and you could tell like that they weren't completely in it, you know, they didn't really believe what they were saying, but they're trying so hard to just be able to follow what the Navy tells them about pirates because they need it, they want to keep being Marines after this, I would imagine. And if you want to keep being Marines, you kind of have to believe that pirates are bad, because you can't just go to a pirate and then get to know them and then see if you want to capture them or not. You just have to follow orders and capture the pirates. So they have to be sitting there believing that they're bad. And what they're finding out here is like these pirates are actually awesome people and they all love them. But I love Tashigi so much. Like, just such a really great character to me. Really brilliant. And I feel like I understand her. In every scene that she's in, I fully understand her. I feel like I know what she's going to do and say in the best possible way. Like, in a way of, like, that's how good the writing of her character has been to me. Where it's like, there's just, I trust her so implicitly and I understand her so well. Despite her not really having that much screen time overall. But they do a great job with her. So I love her, and I love that moment of her telling her soldiers like, shame on you. And then also when finding out like why they are being like that, just like the little giggle that she does is so cute. Like it's almost a laugh out of relief. Like she is seeing that, hey, the pirates did actually have an effect on her. And it's like a relief at one, that means that like my soldiers aren't completely blind and stupid. They do actually recognize that these pirates are good people. And two, I think kind of relief for herself. Like, thank God I'm not the only one starting to see the crack in the black and whiteness of pirates versus Marines. It's a really interesting storyline, the whole Pirates vs Marines thing, and using that, like, using Tashigi to show, you know, how the Marines' way of thinking could be wrong, but she's not actually trying to rebel. She's trying to do things the Marines' way and seeing why that doesn't work. I really love what they're doing with that story, and I want to see more, but we're probably not going to see more of it for a little while, because I think we're going to be parting ways with Smoker and Tashiki for a little while. I know they'll come back, but it's just a matter of when. Oh, man. So, I loved that. Really loved it. Anything else? No, not really. Let's just move on to the next episode. This is episode 624. Here we go. Break of romance start! Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, and that's the cube. Complete. Oh, title? No title? Oh, there's the title. Okay. This episode is gonna be called Doflamingo resigns from the 7 warlords? A shocking twist or something. I don't know if he is gonna. And I don't even know if we'd find out this episode. I doubt we will. Ooh, Robin. New outfits already? Nami, oh my god. That Nami shirt was cute enough that I didn't mind the absurd cleavage. Oh my gosh, it's weird having Caesar around. What's with your hair? Oh my gosh! You got Goldilocks hair. So Luffy was the first. That's fun. I like them counting it off. Okay, so he made sure that Sunny was okay, which is great. Cool. Yeah, makes sense. I like that. I like that all that stuff happened, but we didn't need to see it at the time because it would have just been like a waste of time. It is cute that everyone asks about Mary though. So where are we going to drop these two? If we are even going to drop them anywhere. What if they're just with us now? What if they're with us until we get to Wano? I guess, but we might waste your time. Okay, just drop us off anywhere. Yeah. Oh, cool outfit! Okay, so we are going to Dressrosa, and we're planning to. Oh, damn. Okay, makes sense. That's very nice. Now we can cut away from that. I don't need to see any more of that. It's so sweet. I love Smoker, man. The bodies. Oh no, is this Doflamingo? Oh shit. Someone's head? Oh. Yep. Oh shit! Shit. Well, he's not just gonna be attacking the Navy, right? Oh. This music! The music is cool! It shocks me how big Doflamingo is. He looks like a small guy based on his design. He gives me Short King energy. Just knock them all out. Oh my god. Whew. Some of them stayed up. Shit. Oh god. Okay. If he's just stopping them from attacking, that's fine. Oh, but he's gonna make them point their guns at each other. That's fucked. Jeez. Oh! Wait, really? I think most of them just got not non-lethal injuries, but... Jeez! Smoker, you need to step in for your men. Oh. What an interesting confrontation. Oh no, don't do anything to Smoker! Oh shit! Is he just gonna kill Smoker? Or try? I don't think he'll succeed. Oh my god! Oh shit. Well, at the very least, I don't believe that Doflamingo has a Logia fruit. Oh. Yeah, it is broken. No, you guys are just gonna be hostages. Oh no. Oh. Oh! Shit! Okay. Is it cutting away? It's cutting away. Oh my god. And what is that? Is the thing you have to go? You have to go negotiate? Whoa. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Good question. Yep. Law's so pissed. Yeah, I mean, Luffy's the captain. He's the one who makes the decisions. He's already come across that, I think. I can't believe we still have Caesar with us. That's crazy. I don't care. He's being a dick. Makes sense. Those are the brokers everywhere. Damn. Kaido. Yep. Oh god. Don't kill Smoker. Oh. Oh god. Holy fuck. Tashigi? Is Tashigi gonna do something? That's the only thing I can think. Oh! Aokiji? Oh! Holy shit! That is unexpected, but we did see him before. I love the arara. It's really cool. That's so cool. Aokiji's here. That's so great. That's that's a really cool. That's not what I expected. I was thinking like Tashigi might have to step in and attack. Not that Tashigi I think would be able to do anything against Doflamingo, but at the very least she might be able to like get Doflamingo off of Smoker for enough time that he realizes he has to do something, or he hears about something, or like Doflamingo gets distracted by something else after that. But that's all I could think of. But wow, Aokiji coming in, that's fucking awesome. I'm so excited to see, I mean, if we do see this and what is going to happen. I mean, we have one more episode, because if the next arc is Dressrosa, then it would make sense if we don't have I shouldn't have done anything in my notebook while I was still talking. If the next arc is Dressrosa, then it makes sense that we don't progress in the Straw Hat storyline as much right now. And so we have a whole episode left. That episode, I imagine, is going to be focused around what's going on here with Doflamingo and Smoker and stuff. Maybe we might get a little bit more lore, L-O-R-E, from lore, L-A-W, back on the ship. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'm excited though. Aokiji showing up is really cool. I love, man, that voice actor, Dio's voice actor, is so good. And I've said this before, but it's funny that I call him Dio's voice actor, despite the fact that, to me, he's not Dio's voice actor. Because when I watched JoJo, I watched it in English. And so to me, Dio's voice actor is, I believe it's... Was it Patrick Sates or was it Keith Silverstein? I can't remember. Why can't I remember? But regardless, it's not it's not this guy. Koyasu, is that the name of the Japanese guy? But he, like, but still, I still think of him as Dio's voice actor, because it's like, that is his main iconic role, I would say. And he, to me, has the most recognizable voice in all of anime. And I love it. It's just such a great voice. I mean, there's a reason it's so recognizable and people remember it, is because it's a fucking great voice. And so moments like that, you know, he can speak just so calmly, and it is incredibly hype, and you just instantly recognize who it is. It's good. It's very fun. So yeah, we have Caesar with us, which is like, I wonder how long we're gonna have him stick around in this show, because like I don't know, firstly, I don't want to see him too much longer because we're done with him, you know. I have nothing more to gain from that character. But secondly, I hadn't ever heard the name or seen the design of Caesar Clown before watching Punk Hazard. And I feel like with longer running characters, I generally have seen people post pictures of them, or post you know, fanfic about them, or fan art, or do cosplays or whatever. I will see them if they're like in the show for a certain amount of time. So like, I've seen in this time, like I've seen, you know, people talking about Doflamingo and posting lots of stuff on Doflamingo and Smoker and Garp and Ace and Whitebeard and all of these, you know, big characters. And like, I knew who Perina was before we came across her, you know. And there's like a lot of characters like that where, you know, I'll have seen little bits and pieces, but I don't really know what their role is in the show. But Caesar Clown, you know, he was the major villain of this arc, and I had never heard the name Caesar Clown. Like, sometimes they'll say a name and I'll go, oh, that kind of sounds familiar, so I probably have heard like a couple fans talk about that character at some point. But I feel like no one has ever mentioned Caesar Clown around me or online in any of the spaces that I've been in ever, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I wonder how long we're gonna... I feel like it's just gonna be for the start of this next arc, until we like hand over Caesar Clown, or Doflamingo takes him back maybe by force. I don't know. Regardless, it is kind of funny that Doflamingo is on Punk Hazard going, where are they going? Where are the pirates? And yet the pirates, we're actually just going to his home. We're going to Dressrosa. Oh, but I just realized, like, it's possible that that is what Dressrosa is. We get back there before he does, and we try to like take him down or take down his shit before he gets back, and then he gets back partway through the arc. That would be kind of cool, actually, because one thing that Oda has had to do a decent amount with this is he writes Luffy in a way that Luffy wants to rush to the boss every time, and yet Oda himself has to put up roadblocks before Luffy can get there so that you don't have the final boss battle to happen right away, you know? But this would be a good way to actually, if this is what they did do, but I don't know for a fact. This is just a hypothesis right now. But if they did have it so that we get to Dressrosa first, and we're trying to take down all the people first, then it would make sense why Luffy wouldn't just rush to the boss, because he can't, because the boss isn't there. So he needs to take out shit on the island and help out with all of that before we even get to there. But then again, you then start to have the problem of, if Luffy isn't fighting or going after the boss, what do you have Luffy do? Because it's almost a waste to put Luffy on one of the crew, you know, like one of Doflamingo's crew or whoever's crew. Because you think of Luffy's fights as like, those are the boss battle fights, those are the main ones. So if they just like put him up against like a random, you know, like imagine if Luffy I'm trying to think of a good example. In Thriller Bark, imagine if Luffy was the one fighting Absalom. It would just feel weird, right? It would just feel like, well, you know, even if Gecko Moria wasn't on the island yet, and it was still going to be a while until he arrived, and Luffy had nothing else to do, like, of course it makes sense, like, he's just going to fight whoever's there, right? But it would feel weird if he was fighting Absalom, I feel like. Because it's like, well, this guy's a nobody. Why is Luffy even bothering with him? Why don't we, you know, make that someone else's problem? But then again, you know, as we're going through the series, the enemies are getting stronger and stronger. Maybe like Doflamingo's crew are actually like Luffy level of strength, and that's just how powerful Doflamingo is, you know? He is so much higher, and so Luffy matching up against one of them would make sense. But I think what would be more likely is if that was how the story was going, where, you know, we have to wait until Doflamingo arrives back on his island, then I imagine what they're going to do is a classic Luffy, like they're going to delay him in some other way, get him stuck in a, you know, in a hole or something, you know, he falls down a hole, or his leg gets caught in an elephant's tusk or something, you know, just something dumb that they can keep him with for a while. Or he gets like captured or something. That would be kind of interesting, I guess, if Doflamingo's crew catch him off guard and they capture him and they have like Sea Prism stuff to keep him down. And then when Doflamingo arrives, it's like Doflamingo goes directly to Luffy, and it's like, well, you've captured Luffy, you know? And then that's, oh yeah, that would be kind of cool, because then it would be like the rest of the crew have to do like a prison break for Luffy specifically, and then Luffy and Doflamingo would be able to have like maybe some one-on-one boss talk while that's happening. I think it could be kind of cool. I can see that being like a cool little way to do things. But yeah, anyway, that's it. So let's move on to the final episode we're doing. Oh no, actually, it's not the final episode we're doing in this video. We will be doing this next episode, and then I believe there is a canon bit of episode 628 or whatever that I think I will also be putting in this video. I don't know what it is. I have no idea, but I think I'll put it in this video. So and that'll be the last thing. But this is the last full episode that we're doing in this video. This is episode 626? 625, I think. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. And that is the cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be called A Hobo Appears. Aokiji steps in from the sidelines. Oh boy. That's a threat right there. A little bit of ice coming out. I don't know. I feel like Aokiji is one of the only people who could handle Doflamingo. Oh! He tried! No way! He went to kill Smoker. Wow! Wow. That's so cool looking. Okay, he broke out though. I wonder the adrenaline that'd be going through Doflamingo. Probably doesn't have too many people who can do that to him. Oh, he's like, I'm leaving. Well, at least you got Baby 5 and Buffalo back. Yeah, because you know you'd lose, pussy. He's just a dude now, I think. He's just a guy. Can you unwrap him from the chain? Wouldn't the chain be a... I guess it must not be a, stone. Prism stone. Chain. Otherwise he wouldn't be able to fly right now, I'd imagine. You have a new perspective. Jeez. Yeah, don't eavesdrop. I like when the characters take time for me to write my notes. Like they stop talking and I write my notes. Aww. That's all he needed to hear. Yeah. I forgot that part of Aokiji's. I very much relate to that. Just forget halfway through and go, whatever, fuck it. Yeah, I believe Kaido would be related to where they're from. Wano. I think that's where he's from. Maybe. Or where he lives or something. Oh yeah, he never saw him in the dragon form. Okay, so take down Doflamingo first to start weakening him. That's so fucked up. That's insane. Those three. Oh my god. Caesar, you're an idiot. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So are you gonna stick around with us for a bit longer? Is he gonna be in this next arc as well? I wouldn't mind that. I like Kinemon. He's fun. Oh, it's hailing. Nami, what do we do? You're the weather expert. What a fun joke! Arare. Ara. I'm glad the subtitles spelled out that joke for me. Okay. She's ready for it. Alright, here we go! Blast off! Should everyone get inside who, you know, isn't steering? Whoa! Whoa! I guess it won't matter if they're inside or not. Holy shit! It's just a giant fucking piece of ice. An iceberg that almost landed on them. Whoa! So there's just massive hail here? Cute. Aww. Who is that? feel like that could have been foreshadowing. Don't be jealous, he's a child. Aww. That looks awesome. That looks so delicious. After that previous episode, I said I was gonna eat chicken rice tonight. I ate chicken rice and it was good. Aww. What a cute sequence. So like a fun little montage. Oh my god, Usopp. So many different outfits in a lot of these episodes. Understandable. Ooh, Zoro. Oh my god. Yeah, especially if you're shooting flames. Ah. Yeah, the sword. Yeah. Given to him by the zombie from the Wano Kingdom. Guys, give them some privacy. God damn. I mean, I think the kid is just being wholesome. I don't think the kid had any dirty thoughts. Oh my god. Aww. Thank you, Nami. Yes, it is. I mean, well, look, boobs are soft. But I mean, well, now I think he's just doing it to annoy you guys. But I mean, even with no perverted intentions, if you're just a kid, yeah, I mean, using those big pillows, why not? It's so comfy. What the heck is going on here? Is this filler? Because I know we're leading into filler soon. It feels like that's filler. Yeah, okay, cool. Fun episode again. I really liked that. I mean, Oda is good at starting and ending arcs, if nothing else. And I mean, he's good at a lot of shit. But man, starting, ending, and in between arcs is just some incredible times for Oda. So it's always just really, I mean, he's built such a fun world that's incredibly exciting to learn about, and he puts enough stuff in it that I never get bored learning more about how the world works and what like other pirates are out there and what more we'll be facing in the future. It's really, really exciting. So episodes like this, it's great. It's so much fun to actually, you know, get all of this info. Yeah, I liked this episode. It was cute. I liked the stuff with Nami showing around Momonosuke, and like it's just a little like wholesome montage and stuff. Obviously they turn it into like, you know, jokes at the end, like, you know, perverted jokes or whatever, but I mean, I genuinely think like Momonosuke is like a kid, you know, as a kid that young, no way. I did not have any sexual desires, so I wouldn't be thinking of any of that stuff. But as I said, like, everyone likes softness. Everyone likes having a pillow or something. So like, yeah, if I was a kid and I didn't know, like, if I didn't really, you know, have any sense of, you know, what boobs are really, absolutely I'd still be going, because it's comfortable. Especially when you need comfort, you know. And I mean, evolutionarily, I think they're also like, they actually do give us comfort because of that exact reason, because babies, you know, being close to their mothers, like that's actually like a comforting thing, being held close to their mothers. So So evolutionarily, it makes sense as well. But of course, Sanji and Brook and Kinemon can't see that because they're fucking morons. They're dumbasses. I just want to say, I like in this joke the joke of like in this episode, the joke of when they were like "are da da," and then Robin replies "are," like it's just it's hail. And then she goes, oh. But in Japanese, obviously, it's just like a little pun. Like, just a tiny pun. And it's like, honestly, the subtitles didn't need to show us that. You know? Like, it didn't really need for us to get that was a pun. And we wouldn't have been that worse off. But I think it's such a cute, funny little moment that I'm really glad that they did do that. I know sometimes people get mad at localizers when they like cut out the wordplay that Japanese was going for or whatever, right? But I'm such a big defender of localizers. I think, you know, localizers in the modern day do such an incredible job so often. Like, so many localizers out there do amazing work, and then they put their stuff up and they get shit on by weebs who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and who they may know about Japanese and they may know about anime and they may know about the show that they're talking about, but what they don't know about is what localization is, and what you're supposed to do with localization. And like, so, you know, little jokes like that get lost. I actually wonder what it's like in English. I wonder if they kept any joke in there or if it was just a simple, like, I feel like there's not going to be a joke there in the English dub. Should I check it? I might just check it. Let's go. Okay.
Perhaps we should all go inside.
Wow. Yeah, it's hail.
Goodness.
Yeah, there's no joke there. So it makes sense. They didn't put any joke in there because you don't need a joke in there. Like, it doesn't really do anything except just add like a cute little moment in the scene. But yeah, the point is, I think it's a really cute moment. I genuinely don't think they needed to do it in the subtitles, but I am glad that they did, because I would have heard it. Like, I would have heard "are," but maybe, like, in my mind, even if I did hear that, I probably wouldn't have made the connection. Like, I wouldn't have thought they did that on purpose, but them like writing it in the subtitles makes it very clear, like, that it's just a little fun joke. Anyway, so that just such a stupid little diatribe, but I really liked it. I liked the Aokiji smoker stuff in this episode. That's cute, you know, like old friends chatting with one another, and I don't have much to say about it, because it's just cute. I do find it really interesting though that Doflamingo went for the kill. Like, he legitimately went to kill Smoker, and if Aokiji didn't stop him, then Smoker would be dead right now. Like, twice. He saved him twice. The first time was him going whoa, you know, but after that, like, Doflamingo saw Aokiji there, saw him threatening him, and went, I wonder if I can kill him anyway, and tried it. Like, he tried to call Aokiji's bluff. I think he thought, like, it's possible that he's not gonna do anything. You know, he's threatening me, but he isn't actually gonna do anything. So Doflamingo legitimately tried to kill him, and then was like, nope, he's serious. Okay, I don't really want to fight. I need to change my plan. I'm leaving. I think that's really fun. It's really cool. Doflamingo is such a cool character. I'm really impressed with the writing of him, and the design of Doflamingo is incredible. Like, I don't know if I've talked about it enough, but it is truly an incredible character design. It's kind of Oda, in my opinion, it's Oda, like, at his peak almost, you know? Like, I love Oda's characters. I'll gush about Oda's character design of, like, women that I love and stuff, but I also think Oda's character design of women isn't necessarily amazing. I just find them cute. But a lot of the time, it is, like, you know, it is less creative because they will often have the same body types and stuff. But then you look at some of his, like, top tier designs in this show. I would say my favorite designs from all of One Piece off the top of my head, genuinely off the top of my head, I would say that Doflamingo's up there. I think Whitebeard's pretty fucking great, isn't it? So yeah, Doflamingo, Whitebeard, Hawkeye is sick, honestly. Perina, like that's just kind of my bias, but I think her design is like kind of incredible. I'm just trying to think if there's like any, like, in my opinion, are any of the Straw Hats designs, like, I mean, honestly, all of the Straw Hats designs are monumentally good, but I'm just trying to think if any of them, like, to me, are like, oh, that's Oda's style at its peak, you know? Because I think they're all amazing because they're all so iconic and memorable, and they all have distinct silhouettes, and like all of that is incredible. Oda is a top tier character designer. Even, you know, designs that I don't love, I still appreciate, you know, the artsmanship that goes into it. But yeah, anyway, point is, I love Doflamingo's character design so much, and I'm really loving his character, and I find his personality super interesting because he's unpredictable for me right now, because I still only have like I would say now I've gone from knowing him 10% to knowing him 40%, but I still don't have a great read on him. So I can't wait to learn more and get a better read on him. But yeah, anyway, those are all the full episodes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, in my own time, watch the filler episodes up until the point where apparently canon content starts again. And then I'll watch that canon content, and then we'll wrap up the video. So, I guess I will see you then. What's up? I'm back, and it's been a couple hours. I watched the filler episodes up until the point where apparently canon content will be for, like, it'll just be like a few minutes of canon content. I think it'll be like barely anything. But I watched the filler. If you don't remember what this filler was, I'll give you a quick recap. It essentially was like we met the dugong creature from back in Alabasta again, and there was a dude who also had like the pet fruit, which means he could control people, like make people into his pets and stuff, and he basically took Caesar, and his plan was to make the whole world into his pets or whatever. Anyway, point is, we were like enslaved by him for a bit, and then we all fought back and took him down. Now, before I get into the canon content, I like to tend to give like quick opinions on the filler after I watch it. So I mean, this filler was okay. There's nothing super special about it, but I don't think it was like bad at all. It was just, you know, a little bit of fun. It does have the thing where it's like the main emotional climaxes and stuff were based around animals. And as I've established on this channel before, the animal stuff in One Piece is like my least favorite stuff. So I didn't care as much about that stuff, but I will say, something that I love about when there are filler arcs, this is something that I genuinely look forward to when I'm watching a filler arc, is the fact that because I'm not watching it for the channel, I watch it in dub, right? And it's always great to check back in with the dub and hear like how the voice actors have like warmed more into their roles. I mean, at this point they've done 600 and something episodes in these roles, so you know, they get these roles. But not only that, but also like characters that I hadn't seen dubbed yet. I like seeing what the dubs are like, and in this time it was Caesar Clown, who I hadn't really seen his dub properly yet, but I really liked it. He was voiced by I don't remember the guy's name, but I know the voice actor and I like him. And I was like, oh, he's voicing Caesar Clown, and then I was like, wow, this actually fits really well. I really liked Caesar Clown's dub voice. It was like less grating than the Caesar Clown in the sub, but it actually kind of made me like, the dub voice actually made me kind of feel his intelligence more in a weird way, you know? Like I kind of was like, oh, he's not just like a moron, that's supposed to be how it's like, because Caesar Clown is He's a smart scientist. He's just evil, you know. But with the dub voice, I was like, oh, I kind of, I like something. The way he's doing the voice does sound like an intellectual, just like a crazy intellectual guy. So I like that. Anyway, it was okay. It was a bit of fun. I like hearing Matt Mercer as Law. I had heard that before, but hearing more of that is always very, very nice. But I think the standout for me is there was some emotional moments with Chopper being so distraught about, you know, the animals being hurt and stuff. And Chopper was like screaming at the villain, and the voice acting there, mwah, it was like so good. I was so impressed with Chopper's English voice actor. It was really, really great. So yeah, overall, it was a pretty fun filler. It was like, because it was short enough, you know, if it was a filler that went over like 10 episodes, I would have probably said it was bad. But because it was like 2.5 episodes, it was actually like pretty entertaining for that short amount of time. So I thought it was fun. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into the canon content now. Here we go. Oh, dropping newspapers. It's honestly weird hearing the Japanese voices now. Did he retire? Oh! Whoa! He did it! Okay. Wow. Oh yeah, makes an alliance. We saw that in the cover story. Ooh. Cool. That's a cool alliance. They were discussing it. This is cool. Yeah, I mean, he gave up his warlord seat. That's true. It's pretty intense. Why'd you let this pretty go down? It's so high. You're screaming up that high? Don't think he's happy about it, but he's gonna smile. Is he? No. Someone has a direct line. Oh. That's this one. Smile? Yeah, there's the smile. He's letting it ring. So cool. Okay, that's a great. When I was told like there's a bit of canon content at the end of that episode, I thought it was gonna be like remember when there was the filler content, the dragon filler stuff, really early in the Grand Line, or like right before the Grand Line, and there was a bit of canon content in the middle of it, and the canon content was just explaining what the Calm Belt was, right? So they land in the Calm Belt, and then we get a little bit of lore about what the Calm Belt is, and then we move on with the filler, right? I thought it was gonna be like that, where it's like just a little tidbit of lore, you know? That was fucking the main story, major plot lines happening. So yeah, that was really cool. I liked that a lot. So yeah, he did resign from being a warlord. That's fucking huge. And so now I wonder what what the arc is gonna be. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to know how this is gonna play out. I know there might be pacing issues, but the story setup is immaculate. It's so good. Yeah, I'm beaming right now. I can't wait to start this next arc, and I will be starting the next arc for you guys. Well, I'll be starting the next arc soon. I'll be starting it on Saturday or whatever. So yeah, I'm keen to start it. If you're watching on YouTube, hopefully between now and then I might put up an extra video, but I don't know yet. Like I don't want to guarantee that because it's possible I don't, but I want to try. So keep your eye out for that. But otherwise, thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. You can go to my Patreon account and get the full-length versions of these reactions and early access, which means you can get 20 or so episodes into Dressrosa right now. If that's not worth it, I don't know what is. You can also join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. So it's basically like on Patreon, it's 3 weeks-ish early, and on YouTube, it's 1 week early. So it's very, very worth it. Go check it out. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.